Hello to all my dear YouTube friends. In this video, we are going to examine one of the most important events in American history, the assassination of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Let's travel together into the world of history and explore the consequences of this historical tragedy. Abraham Lincoln was one of the prominent figures in American history. He was elected president during the American Civil War, and while the country was facing great problems, he tried to see it through and keep it united and strong. John Wilkes Booth was a member of a famous and wealthy family and was financially and socially successful in society. He was also fanatical from a political point of view and associated with Southern ideologies and racial discrimination. Wilkes Booth was deeply dissatisfied with the North's victory in the American Civil War and opposed Lincoln's performance in the war and his policies. As a fanatic and a rebel, he decided to assassinate Lincoln and thus take his revenge on him. Ford's Theater was one of the most famous theaters in Washington, D.C. and was a popular destination for artists and politicians at the time. On April 14, 1865, Abraham Lincoln went to Ford's Theater to see the play, Our American Cousin. Along with Wilkes Booth, a group of accomplices also participated in this assassination. The members of this group included two other Wilkes Booth brothers, John and Henry Booth. Also, another fanatic named George Atzerodt also participated in this act. This terrorist group had a detailed plan to assassinate Lincoln. They planned to assassinate all members of Lincoln's family that same night, at the same time as Lincoln's appearance at Ford's Theater. While Lincoln and his wife were in the theater enjoying the show, John Wilkes Booth unexpectedly entered the theater and attacked Lincoln. He fired several shots at the president and Lincoln was seriously wounded. This tragic incident caused Lincoln to be rushed to the hospital, but he died a few days later. Abraham Lincoln's presence at Ford's Theater and the shooting of rebels on him was one of the bitter and unfortunate moments in American history. After Lincoln's assassination, his body was taken to the U.S. Capitol for an official burial. This ceremony was attended by thousands of people and political officials. Lincoln's body was placed in a wooden casket with the American flag and placed in the hall of the House of Representatives. The funeral ceremony was held with legendary speeches from political and clerical officials. After the funeral at the Capitol, Lincoln's body was moved to Rosewood Cemetery in Washington, D.C. This cemetery is now known as Abraham Lincoln National Cemetery. At the funeral ceremony, thousands of American people were present next to Lincoln's body. The ceremony was held as an act of revision and memorial to Lincoln and the values he represented. Abraham Lincoln's funeral had a major impact on American society. This event not only showed society's respect and appreciation for Lincoln, but its effects in changing American politics and society were significant. After the assassination, John Wilkes Booth and his accomplices escaped. After escaping, they headed south. They found refuge in several different places and tried to evade capture. But on April 26, 1865, on a farm in Virginia, Union troops found them. Wilkes Booth was injured during the arrest and died of his injuries a few hours later. Wilkes Booth's accomplices were also tried and sentenced to death. Abraham Lincoln's assassination had many consequences in American history in addition to the impact on his life. This incident shocked the country trying to integrate and unify. In addition, Lincoln was busy with plans to rebuild the country after the Civil War, which ended with his death. After Lincoln's assassination, Andrew Johnson, Lincoln's vice president, was elected as the new president. He tried to implement Lincoln's plans, but faced strong resistance from Congress. This resistance made President Andrew Johnson one of the weakest presidents in American history. Even though the assassination of Abraham Lincoln was a tragic and unfortunate incident, after his death, he will remain as a national hero in the minds of the American people. Many people respect him for his perseverance and leadership during the difficult times of the Civil War. I hope this video is useful and interesting for you. If you like it, share your comments and criticisms with us in the comments section. Also, if you have any more American history stuff you'd like us to check out, let us know. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.